Hey y'all, it's Tracy. I came back and showed y'all just a little bit of the outcome of what I had going on with those pigtails and that gravy. All right, I just wanted y'all to see it. Y'all could see how it turned out. You can add you some snow peas in here and you are having a magnificent meal. That's just how tender they are. The gravy off of them, you turn that gravy into that rice like that. Pick you up a piece of that pigtail. And it's just a one meal, all in one bowl. What about that? All in one bowl. So we did the pig feet. And we made the pig feet pigtail gravy. And we got this rice. Now if it wasn't late, I'd have me some yams. Lord bless it and stretch it. So this is how that gravy hits that rice that we made off of the pigtail juice. That's old time eating. It melts in your mouth. When I tell you, when they say it's like butter, that broth and that pigtail and the gravy off the pigtail is so creamy and light. It's so creamy and it's so light. You see that? And y'all know it's a pigtail. Y'all already know. It's a whole pigtail. I just had to come back and show y'all. We had a good time in Bible study. And I've been ripping and running all day with y'all. So I'm going to turn around and let y'all see it one more time. Okay? This is that pigtail and rice, pigtail gravy. Baby, you got the bone in there, so you know you're going to have to take care of that bone when you're cutting in there. But look, you get in there, and that gravy on that rice. You see that pigtail gravy? Y'all old folks know what I'm talking about. Y'all older ones know what I'm saying. Baby, it cut like butter and it melt in your mouth. That's all I can tell you. It cut like butter. And they falling apart just off the bone. You can take this pigtail, take it right off the bone. But you know we got to suck that bone, right? That's right. All that meat. That's why I like a pigtail. It has meat. I like a pigtail better than I like a pig feet. Got all that meat. And that gravy that we made to go with it. I made pigtail dumplings and neck bone dumplings and all that good stuff. Oh, Lisa, knowing I wish you had a bowl too. But tomorrow, I'm going to pack these plates up and take them to my uncle and my mama. My uncles and my mama. But I thought I'd eat a little bit. Y'all know I did all that cooking today. I want y'all to make that pigtail pig feet gravy. Put it over your rice and make your rice look just like that. And you can put some snow peas. And Jamaicans call it snow peas and rice. Snow peas, you can put some English peas in here. And Jamaicans call it snow peas and rice. Baby, it's so good. And it's so flavorful. And you know it's like butter. Because the broth is made off of the pigtail. And look how it made the rice get. And look at that little hunk of fat from the pigtail. That one for you, Lisa. Get that bite, Lisa. Good. That was like $1 million bite right there. And y'all know I got those field peas in there. I cook real good so I could make sure I be a blessing. You know we do that Monday. And my nephew just come and got his spaghetti. Old food. My uncle liked me to cook like his mama. my grandmama. So I have to make those yams right. I wish I had somebody to be a witness. But you will be a witness at the reunion. Let me clear this because it's blurry. Also, if you want to be a part of the waffle, you get to pick the cake that you win. I'm not going to tell you what you want. I'm not going to offer you no red velvet and you want a German chocolate. I'm not going to offer you a chocolate cake and you want a caramel cake. But you have to go and you have to send $5 to Mama's Comfort Cooking. $ Mama's Comfort Cooking. That's your entry. You can enter as many times as you want to. And it will, look at that bite. And it will include your shipping. It will include your shipping, whoever wins. Whoever the winners are. Hey, Glenda. Glenda, I cooked all day today. Glenda, I cooked pig feet pigtails with the pig feet pigtail gravy over this rice. I cooked field peas with potatoes in it. I did baked pork chops, baked turkey wings, and candied yams. Old school. I made the caramel sauce for the yams. So, that's what I cook. And it's good. It's really good. Well, I was going to do it to... I'm going to extend the drawing until... I'm going to call Melinda tonight. I want to try to get it done within the next 3 days, at least 2 or 3 days. You never know with me. I might do the drawing tomorrow. So that y'all can have it. You don't have to be in no Easter rush. I don't want nobody to be in no Easter rush. I want y'all to enjoy it. You know, you can take it. If you get it, you can freeze it. Baby, let me show y'all. This is an old school cook. There's pig feet, pigtails, that good old fat on it with that meat. I made a pig feet pigtail gravy. You see the gravy is into the rice. It's in it. See? Look at that. All that flavoring in that rice. And it's the best gravy because it's light, but it's so flavorful. And the rice turns out so perfect because the little oil that comes off of the pig feet and the pigtail, what comes off of it helps the rice stay separated. Do you have to be on live to win? Yeah. Unless, Glenda, if I pick your name and I know you at work and you done told me, then I know. Because, Glenda, I know how to reach you. I just don't know how to reach everybody.
Smell me.
That's why I need to determine what's the best time. If I, ooh, that smells good.
Daddy close.
That's the best time for that drawing. This is, no, this got a gravy with it, Miss Elise. So it's not, yeah, you can do neck bones and rice, but this is the gravy I made off of the, if you go back and watch the video, it's the gravy I made off of the pig feet pigtails. I made a gravy off of the broth, and I made it real light. So, I be on here, Miss Dolores. They just don't air me. They just don't put me out there like they used to. But I'm on here every day. I cooked all day today. But a lot of them, you know, it's just right now they picking and choosing who they want to open up. And nothing you can do about it. All you can do is run with it. And take the views that they give you. And keep moving. Y'all can always type my name in and see if I've gone live. Make sure y'all sprinkle me. And y'all know y'all love cakes. So now's your chance to get a cake. Yeah, that's an old home interior picture that's up. I haven't done anything because I want to do my whole room over. I will be at work until 4 p.m. Okay. Thursday and Friday, I'll be in the hospital. I email. Okay, Miss Glenda. Yeah, it is Miss Susie. Miss Susie Keaton. I be on here every day, y'all. If y'all want to see me, it's just that they closed me up. Like today, I had 1,200 people while I was cooking. So I know they open me up when they want to. Sometimes I just don't think they want to open me up when I just talk. Well, it's life lessons with Mama's Comfort Cooking. Life lessons. I don't find pigtails up here in Ohio. Oh, really? The Cash App is $ Mama's Comfort Cooking. MAMAS Comfort Cooking. I just cooked it because I'm going to feed my uncles and my mama tomorrow. You know, my family, my uncle and both of my uncles and my mama, they are really grieving my auntie. She died in December. And my mom, it was just always her sister, and her brother. And they all live together. Their houses are in a row. And my mom called and told me that my uncle was really having a hard time. They all have their different weeks. And so I said I'll cook for them. And that's what I did today. And I'm going to try to get it down there tomorrow. Make sure you get my notification when you go live. I'll watch you while I'm in my office. Make sure I get my... Oh, okay. Have you ever cooked? I ain't never heard of pre-low rice, Miss Ophia. Unless I cook it and we call it something different. You bought pigtails today for $1.49 a pound. I'm going to take care of them because they took care of me. I mean, they in their 80s now. And I know you can't base how long people going to live on their age, but that's up there. So I got to get some food down there. I type everybody's name out. And if you put in more than one time, your name go in more than one time. I do it on my computer. I type everybody's name out and double click, 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 click. If you do 5 times, it's click, 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 click. Your name will go in there 5 times. That's just chicken and rice. No. This is pigtails and gravy and rice. It's not chicken and rice. The family. Yeah, they in their 80s. My mama 81, my uncle 84. No, 83. And Aunt Florine would have been 85 this year. So, other than that, I feel better. I got through. Those patches helped me get through my flare-up. She was saying pre-low rice is chicken and rice. Oh, I ain't never heard of that, Tamika Spice Queen. I never heard of it. I cook chicken and rice all the time. When I grew up, all we did was boil that chicken real good. And then you shake that rice in when it gets so far. Add you a little butter in there, some salt and pepper. Oh, that's why I said Tamika Spice Queen said that, hun bun. I ain't never called it that. That's what I'm saying. She told me you meant chicken and rice. Hey, Miss Joanne Nolly. Y'all, the cakes, what's the most famous cakes you think, y'all? If you was gonna win the cake, what cake would you want? What's the cake y'all would want in the drawing? You gonna get to pick which one you want. So what cake would you want if your name was called? Hey, Tammy Lancaster. Child, I about ate this up. South Carolina dish. Oh, really, that's what I call my chicken and rice. I made some yesterday. It's so good, too. Let me tell you something, Tamika. These pigtails, this is like a Jamaican dish. It's pigtails, rice, and peas. And what you do is, the broth off of the pigtails, you got to know how to make this light, blonde gravy with all the seasonings. And when you take it and you put it with that rice, it separates the rice so perfectly. And then you get that hunk of fat and all that meat off these pigtails. Oh, okay. Y'all picking some good cakes. Do y'all want me to do the drawing like Wednesday? But y'all want me to go and get it out the way? So it'll be ready so y'all can have it ASAP? Oh, I like yellow with chocolate icing too, Terica. That's Son's favorite. Double chocolate, Bridget Stevens. Yeah, I'll draw this week. I'll go ahead and do it. Did you cook it on live? I'm going to watch it. Yeah, I did. I cooked it today. Tamika, you want to know what I cooked? I found out who you was from Jermaine. And then I saw your video. Thank you, girl, for looking for, it made me feel good you understand what I was going through. But I cooked today. I cooked baked pork chops, baked turkey wings. I cooked candied yams, field peas, and potatoes. This rice and pigtails and pig feet, and the pig feet gravy. Red velvet with cake with cream cheese icing, lemon cake. You know what? Do you like your red velvet cake with without nuts? So when whoever wins, you got to tell me if you want your cake with or without nuts. Are you allergic to anything? Are you allergic to nuts? Like that way I won't put no almond flavoring in nothing. So also you can get an option. I'm going to give you an option. I'm not going to tell y'all everything because it'll surprise the drawing. I mean, you won't get the surprise on the drawing. But I'm going to get you can choose what you want. And that's all I'm going to say. And y'all know me. It ain't going to be just no one cake drawing. It won't just be one winner. Not with me. OMG, send me a plate. Baby, Tamika, I wish you was up here. I mean, I told somebody today I would fix them a plate if they came over here. Because it's so good. And I've been trying to cut back so I can be right for the reunion. But I'm just coming off my Percocets. I got one more to take tonight. Well, one more tomorrow. But this not Percocets, prednisone. When I have to go on it for flare-ups, it makes my face swell up. But, man, I wish I could. I done sent Deacon Calvin. Where you live at, Tamika? But I only send Deacon Calvin food because I trust. I never cashed out, but I'm going to get it. I started. Okay. Oh, you would want my pound cake? I got a lot of cakes I make. I think I might make one of them tomorrow for y'all. If I feel good. Deacon Calvin live in Jacksonville, Florida. I be sending him all kind of food. Ribs, biscuits, collard greens, yams, macaroni. He be getting it all. He know he get it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that perfect light. I be sending stuff to Florida because that's what Deacon Calvin at. But I thought this would be a good time. One, I'm gonna use it to for the reunion, and also to help Sweet Creations by Melinda G. So You know, oh yeah, Jean. You know what? I like a pound cake, but I don't like icing on my pound cake. I don't like the lemon drizzle, and I just like a good old pound cake with a crunch on top. $5 is the minimum. $5 Miss Cynthia Moore is the minimum. Don't die for them, Connie, now, Washington, girl. You know I'll be dropping some lemon squares in a minute. Jacksonville is like an hour and 45 minutes from me. I ain't never heard of that. You know what, Tamika? I'm supposed to be flying down there to meet Deacon Calvin's mama. I'm going to be coming that way. I know, DeMadre. I know. I know, DeMadre. DeMadre, send your $5 in. I was telling Tamika something. Oh, Deacon Calvin, that's a 30-minute flight I took to Jacksonville the last time. Oh, yeah, Reginald Walton, you want to donate one of your cakes for this drawing? You don't think I don't know you ain't a baker? Let me know when you come down. When I come, I'm going to come with some treats, Tamika. I like a spicy cake. You know what? I got a cookbook with a lot of cakes in it. Y'all remember the orange cake? I don't sell my cookbook. I don't even give it away. I did it in 2001. And I got all my original recipes. And I got some more on my computer. I was going to add to it. But it's so much going on in this world. I just decided not to release my recipe. You just cash out to $ Mama's Comfort Cooking. MAMAS Comfort Cooking. Deacon Cameron went down to 30. Yeah, that was a 30-minute. Which one you gonna donate? What you gonna donate, Reginald, so we can auction it out? What you gonna donate? Oh yeah, see, they don't make them no, but I got recipes for hummingbird, orange cake. Yeah, see, those are the cakes I grew up with. I can make the best old-fashioned pound cake. Baby, you think your grandmama just came up out the grave like Tales from the Crypt, like, it's a thriller night. For real. Carrot cake is my favorite. I like carrot cake too. I'm not a big on sweets, but I love. You know what? I don't like my cake too sweet. I'm gonna tell you one thing I learned. If I'm gonna depend on the icing, or if the icing gonna be sweet, my cake ain't gonna be. If my cake gonna be sweet, my icing ain't gonna be too bad. My mom used to bake a good orange cake because I had high C orange juice. You know what? I was so looking forward to buying that. I know, Miss Glenda. And I shouldn't have let these people change my mind, but they did. Just sent in my, okay, trust me, everybody's name get typed out. Miss Pearlie, you ain't never tasted a hummingbird cake. I hope you put in. I hope you win. A hummingbird cake is not sweet. I know the, Facebook gonna get me, but that is not no music. That's a ceiling fan. Why will I not change my ceiling fan out? Because it make me sleep. That raggedy, squeaky ceiling fan, I sleep so good because of that noise. And it make me sleep good, and I won't change it. And whenever you talk it out of the pan, oh yeah. I'm ready to take over. Hey, Miss Tracy, have you ever heard of Wrightsville, Georgia? I have. Yes, I love pig feet, pigtail together with that light gravy. Yes, you would have loved what I just ate. But I can't be eating like this because I'm supposed to be on the well, I was doing good, so I went to the, well, I'm doing good. I have an upside down pineapple. I'm sorry. German chocolate since my grand departed. Oh wow. Are you serious? Oh, y'all need to do better, cause let me tell y'all, I used to bake so much, and I was giving out so many recipes on here. Miss Glenda Jones can tell y'all. People got mad, and they started reporting my page because it was some cake recipes I didn't want to give, like the heavenly pound cake I created. And Reginald say, he, look at God, any more bakers? Reginald gonna donate a cake. So now I can add one more drawing to the drawings that I was gonna add. Oh, Lord. God is so good. Because all proceeds is going to be, you know, split between Sweet Creations by Melinda G and the Mama's Comfort Cooking Family Reunion. What do you mean about light gravy, Mama Trey? Keisha, you know, some stuff. Have you ever sat down and ate like mussels or some lobster and they have this real like fine brothy gravy? It's not dense. It's that type of gravy. The kind that move. It had you obsessed too, Willie. You were eating that pancake too, Willie. That's what Willie say he called it, a pancake. Ooh, the Madre, you just 30-something years old. What you know about that Coke Zero? Oh, I got another baker on here that could donate a cake for me. He could bake a cake for me. Willie, you want to donate a cake for the drawing so that I can draw more than one, more than two, more than three? Oh, yeah, I make $1 million pies all the time. And I make cheesecakes and caramel cheesecakes. I bake anything. I love to because, see, I still work. And the line of work that I do sometimes is stressful. When other people depend on you to get them in a house and to get their financing and all that. I do contracts and it's very stressful at times. And the more the house costs, it seems like the more the person needs you. Willie, I'm going to pick a name sometimes this week. But I just want to know, if you bake it, I cash up you the money to mail it off to whoever the winner is. Because Auntie is trying to help Sweet Creations and trying to also do it for the reunion. Do you have recipes for your cake on that? Some of them I do and some I don't, Miss Sally. I'll be out of I know, Willie. I know you'll be out of town. You sure will. I know exactly where you going. So you want me to go ahead and do yours? So you can get it. You want to do it this week so it can be shipped? You got time this week? Or you want me to wait? I make so many. I do too. I don't. But you know what would bother me? What was bothering me was, it went too fast. What you say, recipes, I do sometimes refuse to give out the recipes, not being selfish, I just take them. Well, see, that's what's the problem. I had a lot of people, they had even talked about me in some bakers group. And this girl screenshot it. And they were mad at me because I was giving them some recipes and some I said I'm going to keep. That they were family secrets and some I didn't share. And they would started dragging me. I come to realize on here, if you're really a skilled person or you got a gift, people really do get mad. How are you going to get mad that I want to keep some of my recipes that I actually created myself, but you don't want to share none of yours? One time I was going to do a cookbook, and if I picked your recipe, I wanted a picture of your mama, your grandmama, whoever's recipe. I was going to put it in the cookbook to honor them. And people start telling me, oh, I don't give my recipes out. Oh, no. Oh, no. So I stopped doing it. And then I told Sweet Creations by Melinda G, I'm going to help you get your page up. I'm going to get you monetized in a year. And I said, if you, I won't cook no cakes. And I'm going to give you all the sales. And I'm going to let them go to your page, Sweet Creations by Melinda. And y'all, we did it. And she is a par excellent baker. Baking, it's not hard. And as you bake, you'll learn how you like to bake. Everybody don't bake the same way. Every cake ain't the same way. Some cakes you start off in cold ovens. Some cakes you cook very low. Some cakes you cook on 350, some 325, 315, 300. It just depends. And everybody don't make their icing the same way. Everybody don't use the same flavorings. There are some things like the spice cakes. You know, you put all the spices in there. I'm trying to get into making pastries. I want to make pastries now and bread. Because the best thing to a good sandwich is some good bread. You can't give out your family recipes. People will make them there. Well, now I know you can Google recipes. There's nothing wrong not sharing. Well, you know, that's what I thought, Miss Monica. But those people started reporting Mama's Comfort cooking so much. I just backed down on baking. So I came up with the Trinity treat boxes and all those different things. And she's been going ever since. I believe in helping people. I think it's enough. You ain't paying nobody. Why won't you go share somebody's page and go watch them? Why Mark is the one paying you? Why you won't get people up to monetization so they can get their commercials? It's just a click. It's just a view. Trace, I just downloaded Cash App and sent out. All right, Tammy Lancaster, it will show up. And what happens is that my phone didn't vibrate yet. My grandmama used to make us sit down. Oh, yeah, you couldn't walk. Yes, it slowly heats up. That's just like with cooking a cake. Sometimes people cook their cake too long. Sometimes your cake's still cooking when you take it out the oven. Shave off 5 minutes. You done cook that cake to death. You got to know. I'm going to tell you a secret now. For you bakers, whatever you do, remember that extract has alcohol in it. It don't take as much as you think. Some people's cakes taste like extract. If you making a lemon cake and it tells you 1 teaspoon of lemon extract, just use that. And then squeeze you out some lemon juice or pour you some lemon juice out. Thank you, Tiffany Townsend. But if you, somebody else on here that could donate a cake. Somebody could make me a German chocolate to donate, but I'm going to leave that alone. But if you don't, your cake will taste extracted. It leaves it with let me try to tell you what it puts you in the mind of. Have you ever been eating something and the flavor of it kind of accidentally goes through your nostrils? Yes, I make dinner rolls. I actually taught a bread making class one time on Mama's Comfort Cooking. Before all that stuff, I was teaching. I did a Zoom class on how to cook a meal in an hour. And we did ribs, macaroni and cheese. We did an Instapot class. I did ribs, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and ribs, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and cornbread. Had a poetic pound cake before and too much almond. Yes. And you know you got to be careful. If people are allergic to nuts, you can't put that almond in there. Like for instance with my coconut cake. Now I grew up in the country where they used to put a cherry on that coconut cake, or it may be a coconut pine cake. And aftertaste with too. That's what I'm saying, Miss Judy Kirkland. It don't be right. It'll make it taste like turpentine. But you want some tea cakes, Bridget? Have you put in for the thing? I'm not. Y'all trying to find what everything. If that's your choice when you win, that's your choice. That's all I'm gonna say. But like I forgot what I was gonna say. Y'all see how I done Bible study. I done been on here this 2 times. That's like when you're baking, don't over whip your butter, because remember, butter can get so thick it'll crumble, right? Just like if you keep whipping heavy whipping cream. That's why when I made those 2 ingredient biscuits, you don't need butter, because heavy whipping cream make butter. It also can make ice cream. But if you whip it too long, it'll make butter. And don't over whip your flour. Now for me, it don't matter if I use all-purpose or cake flour. It ain't nothing but sifting. You just take your all-purpose and you sift it. You can sift it one time. You can sift it 2 times. It depends on how fine you make it. I haven't made tea cakes in a while. I need to make some soon. Baking, you got to feel like baking. Because you can have your recipe down pat. But if you don't feel like baking, this don't seem like it turned out right. I sent an extra 10 to bless 2. Oh, y'all. Miss Glenda just paid for 2 people to enter. Miss Glenda, if it's all right, I would like to enter DeMadre Kelly as one of the people for the drawing. Let me see who else that may not have no money to enter the drawing. Miss Glenda just donated for 2 people to go in the drawing. So I'm going to enter DeMadre Kelly and Tamika Spice Queen. Those are 2 people I'm going to enter in. Thank you so much, Glenda. Because y'all, DeMadre, if he don't win something one day, I don't know what's going to happen. That boy right there. And on top of that, do you realize if it's a homemade cake, if you get it next week, you can freeze it, put it in the freezer and keep it, and you can take it out for Easter, and it'll be fine. Y'all, I just randomly pick people. Listen, if you get that cake, I over whip my butter for my coconut pie once, and the butter crumble. It sure will. Yes, it will, Miss Mary Smith. But you know, people used to do that all the time. Hey, Lady Mimi. I got you, Akeem. Akeem, you need your big toe thump. Akeem, hey, fly guy. Akeem said he sent $30 and it's all for him. Oh, yeah. We had the best Bible study tonight. Let me tell you, not only is people going to get blessed, but I'm going to put it like this. These cakes going to be prayed over. It's going to be some healing. I'm going to get some good praise reports. I feel like God is going to bless. I feel like it's going to be some millionaires. I feel like God is going to change people's finances around real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I really do. I believe that promotions are coming. Not from just these cakes now. Don't get crazy. Yeah, jelly cake. A good old-fashioned jelly cake. Peanut butter cakes are good too. Peanut butter jelly. I'm gonna tell you why I feel like something is gonna happen. I feel like some people feel as though it's over, and they feeling hopeless and helpless. And some things you go through, and some jobs you working right now is for your resume. It's not forever. I feel like you think you not getting nowhere, but God is actually setting you up for the next step. Because his plans, your planning is messing up his plans. And sometimes your plans got plans. So you got to make sure when you plan that you don't plan that your plans got plans to mess up your plans, to interrupt his plans, that the plans he have toward you. And that's deep. Have you ever heard somebody say they got your back? But what if they didn't have your back? Or what if they do got your back? Who got their back? And it goes on. And wonder if the tables turned and the person you thought had your back didn't have your back, was the person after your back. So that's why when you make plans, you got to make plans. Plan not to fail. What's your plans? What are the plans that you have toward yourself? Because he already have plans toward you. So I think sometimes we are in jobs that we don't like or we don't want, but it's for your resume. I feel like there's homes that we want. Don't you settle. Be anxious for nothing. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm a realtor of 20 years, but it ain't the time to buy no house. Interest rates going up 5%. They going up like before the war. Before they went off with, before we went to Afghanistan in war and Saudi Arabia. No, I feel like in 2025, the market is going to really crash. And I feel like all those homes that are out of your reach and you don't think you can get them, ain't nothing wrong with wanting nice stuff. I believe God is going to make it affordable for you. I believe he's going to make it where you can walk into it. I'm one of those believers. I'm a believer like that. I believe it's gonna be so many jobs standing. If you want a bakery, it's gonna be set up for you to walk in there to get it. If you want a car wash, somebody gonna walk away and you go get it. If you're looking for an office fully equipped, somebody gonna leave it and you go get it. I believe there's gonna be companies and businesses and different things, and all of a sudden you gonna walk in and it's yours. Somebody else laid the foundation for you. They had to go in it for their season. The Lord said they there. But that dry cleaner ain't going to be theirs. It's going to be yours. And no, I'm not talking about covenant. I'm not saying that. But the Lord said, see, they put it there. And they didn't even know why. And now they don't want it. And everything you would have had to research to start that business is already sitting there for you to walk in and enjoy that business. I promise you. Some of y'all right now can open up schools. And you should. You should be opening up like Ron Clark did. Some of you all are par excellent teachers that could reach kids with a smaller classroom. Open up a private school online with 20 people, but you learning. I'm serious. Some of y'all right now, y'all gonna end up not knowing who you taking care of. And you're gonna be one of a high-end private nurse. Some of y'all right now are sitting here trying to figure out what can you do because you have a desire. You see yourself stepping outside of defects and taking these cases and looking at them and bringing families together. Some of y'all have the mindset to want to work and help people get back on their feet. You know, like an overcomers unit. You may have done it. But God said when they laid you off so you could go to school. Now, God said, I let them lay you off because you wanted to quit. I don't know who that is. Now you can go to school and you don't even have to drive because what you're going to school for, you can start online. And now you're going to get an unemployment check that's going to help you go to school. That's how I bought my condo in 2009. It was a foreclosure and I was able to get in it very cheap. Look at you, Jude. That's how it goes. I'm telling y'all, don't y'all worry. Somebody right now done pulled out a brand new 2023. The color you want and everything. Don't worry about it. You just going to drive it 2 years later. And you ain't going to pay all that money. And it's going to have low miles on it. That's how it goes. Because time you crank a car up, it depreciates 3% anyway. Time you driving off the lot. Be anxious for nothing. Even your husband, even your wife. And get somewhere and tell him just what you want. When I say tell him, if you want a ranch style house on a corner lot, all brick, if you want a separate garage, if you want it over a basement, if you want the basement finished, start writing your plans. Start telling him, Lord, I want the kitchen. I want my garage on the side of the kitchen, not in front of the kitchen. Lord, I want high ceilings. I want cathedral ceilings. I want me some beams. I want me a craftsman style home, Lord. I want my floors to have this type. I want heated bathroom floors. I want a walk-in shower with a rainforest with Lord, I want a closet that's so big that it's 10 by 10. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All you got to do is make your request known. Now, that's what it said. Just make your request. And then he said the peace of God that passes understanding will keep you. So in other words, when you put it before him, leave it there. You don't have to worry about it. Some of y'all right now are learning skill sets. You're there to learn because you need to learn how to operate your own business. Some of you are already bosses in your own right. You're going to be like, I do not believe this. This bakery is available. And they selling it with everything in it. Yeah, some of y'all gonna have like Ron like Ron Clark University in Atlanta. Some of y'all gonna have y'all own schools. And I can't wait. Y'all gonna be helping kids like AA, Fly Guy Kills. Y'all gonna start off one way. Y'all gonna start off 2 or 3. Next thing you know, you're gonna be online. Next thing you know, you're gonna be accredited. Next thing you know, you're gonna connect to another school. Those kids can go to prom. Next thing you know, you have determined, you have put something before the government and they have wrote a grant and you got grant money and you moving. Each one reach one. If somebody else can do it, you can do it. You can make, but you got to leave it. You can't worry about it. Which one of us, by worrying, can add 1 year, 1 statue, 1 cubit to our lives? I don't care what nobody have. That's what they got. That's their season. But won't you be something else? If they went and paid 400-something thousand, and then you move right next door to them, you only paid 100. I'm just saying. A BMW is a BMW, right? You drive one, I drive one. What, you gonna drive a new one every year? No, you're not. We just all be in BMWs. You in a Mercedes, I'm in a Mercedes. What year is yours? 218, mine 219. We in Mercedes. The older the house is, when it settles, the better it is. The houses are not like cars. Oh, my house is a 2020, 2021. That don't mean nothing with a house. Houses are not like cars. You really want a house when it settles, when you see a couple of cracks, and you'll know what to do concerning the foundation, that everything done settled. It ain't gonna move no more. The ground done shifted. It is what it is. That's all it is. But nowadays, these houses they pulling up, they throwing them up in 3 months or less. My God, from Zion. Y'all won't believe some stories I could tell you on them cement slabs. They cracking and stuff. You got to bust the whole floor up because the pipes busted and they froze doing that Arctic blast. About 5 or 6 buildings around him. The pipes busted. You got to speak it, Sandy, quick. I want healing too. Let me tell you something. Then you don't worship the house, but you thank him for the house. And let me tell you this, why I got y'all attention. Your blessings are not contingent on what you do. Not all of them are not. It ain't contingent on if you pay tithes. You don't need $100 line, a $200 or $300. He said, I reign on the just as well as the unjust. And whatever he got for you is for you. Just like some of y'all gonna end up being blessed by y'all grandmamas and mama's houses gonna be put in y'all hand. And folk gonna come up wanting to buy in that neighborhood. And you thought, I've been here and I don't want it. But you finna become an instant millionaire, multi-millionaire. Because you're sitting on the right piece of land. Some of y'all got family land right now. It's in the right spot because they finna bring a highway through there. Your life finna change and you weren't even looking for it. You ain't thought no more about that land. You probably ain't even the one paying taxes on it. You know, we do have the ability to heal ourselves. But we let the weight of the world and the cares of the world drive us. We work ourselves in the ground for stuff. And by the time we retire, we too messed up and hurt to enjoy it. Sometimes you can just take a break from life. Go rent you a VROB on the lake. Go on and rent you one upstate Michigan or wherever you at. Get out there and the best things in life, really. Throw your fishing rod out there. Sometimes you just need to get away. It ain't that you own it. But you're going to nickel and dime that money. Take you a trip. Sometimes you just might want to go up to Maine and eat at the Lost Kitchen. That's what would be nice, wouldn't it? Go look at a little fishing village. Then sometimes you need to go where somebody's worse off than you to quit complaining. And be thankful for what you got because you could be living on that side of town. Another big thing right now is RV living. It's costing so much for these condos. People are renting RVs, going to RV camping sites and being right there at ocean front. Just take a moment and think about people like the devastation that happened in Selma, Alabama, or in Mississippi, those tornadoes. Things go away, but life is so valuable. So be grateful for what you got, because it's someone worse off than you, and God has blessed them too. But just like that, it's like a vapor. It can be gone, huffing, puffing. I thought about it. I was watching a Western one day, 18 something. And she said, a loving God, why would he allow and make tornadoes and hurricanes and things that's so devastating to destroy what he made? And she thought about it for a minute. Well, I come to realize God didn't make this earth for us. Not the way it turned out. His plans got interrupted from disobedience from Adam. His plans was that we should never die. And even right now, it's that we shall not perish but have everlasting life. So make sure you check with God concerning your plans so you don't mess up his plans. I'm from one of the counties in Mississippi that is in. Demetri, you was in a tornado, Demetri? There was a shooting at a school in Nashville today. Someone was saying that. Please listen to Mama Tracy. She's not just talking. Glory, hallelujah. Thank you, Lisa Norn. How you feeling, baby? I saw a little clipping of you said you didn't feel good. Pigtails, rice, and gravy, and it had oh, Miss Arlene Baxter, if you would say you would have ate it with me. They said it was a 28-year-old woman that shot up that school. I don't know what happened. I'm going to go research it. But they need to put prayer back in school because everything else going up in there. And I don't know how these people keep getting in the schools with these guns. You would think by now that these schools would be on lockdown. It might get to the point where can't nobody come in and out those schools except for the people that work there. Oh, okay, Demadre. Boy, you know when Mississippi get them tornadoes, this flat land. Them tornadoes do devastation on that flat land. Mississippi and Kansas and Oklahoma, boy, them tornadoes can roll for a minute before they get the jump. That flat land. And I was looking for some property in Mississippi, not because I know nobody. I don't have no family there. I was just looking for cheap property. Where could I buy me 40 or 50 acres with a nice little creek or a river or a pond on it? And I saw that Mississippi in certain areas, especially down in the Delta, you could get stuff relatively cheap. And I was just going to get it and sit on it so my seed could be blessed. I couldn't live down there because I would be, well, I'm going to put it like this. If you have children, if you're like Tiffany, as smart as Tunde is, she would be way too advanced to live down in the Delta. And their education level is really low. Their poverty level is extremely high. So for some reason, it's still not quite being built up, and it just still shows a lot of oppression. Some states are not wealthy states. Some states struggle a lot, like Mississippi and Kentucky. Now Georgia, Texas, Florida, yeah, down this way, yeah, they money states. They money states. Well, honey, Atlanta is the new Hollywood and the new New York. It's the new music hub and and a new MGM. I would be okay. I just didn't listen to my doctor. I didn't have to tell you to pray. Always pray for me. I really appreciate everything you do. Oh, Lisa, I didn't really know you were sick like that. You having one of your little flare-ups, just your asthma? Because this pollen is bad. Virginia, West Virginia West Virginia, which was a mining town. It went through a lot. That tornado hit the town of Rolling Forks, 43 miles from where I live in Greenville. We are so thankful it could have been us. May God have mercy on Rolling Forks. It was almost total. Oh, Miss Pearlie Thompson, that's so sad. West Virginia. See, there's a documentary on Netflix talks about opiates and how it got into West Virginia because of all those miners. Those men went through a lot trying to provide for their families. Those mining people, those mining towns, and they're poor. And when the mines shut down, a lot of them people couldn't find work. A lot of people up in the mountain people, Appalachian people. And they still have a lot of areas up there that's really, really hard stricken. Mama Tracy, I enjoy listening to all of the wisdom. I take your advice on a lot of things, and I keep you in your family. Oh, Miss Sherry Vault, I need the prayer. I'm so thankful for these X39 patches. I don't know what to do. Hey, Mama Joyce Anderson Journey. Let's talk about Louisiana. Louisiana is a unique. Well, first of all, let me finish and tell you what I do know. I'm a historian, you know, a little bit, you know, little sense up there. Mississippi is named by the Indians. Mississippi means many waters. The word Mississippi means many waters because they got rivers, they got lakes that runs into the big ocean. So the Indians named Mississippi many waters. Swamp water, fresh water, salt water, river water, many waters. Louisiana, part of it built below sea level, swampy, but people love it. They love living off the land. You can hunt for duck, you can hunt for quail, you can alligator. It's a redneck's dream. It's swampy, it's laid back, and a lot of people like to live off that bayou. They like to live with them alligators and them poisonous snakes and them cottonmouths and copperheads and woo-wee. But people say give them the water. Give them that Gulf Stream water that flows in, and how the different waters and their lakes are so nice, and how they flow into the big bodies of water. Mississippi was Alabama's territory. Correction. Well, what I learned is that they share. Some places share, like Georgia share. A river with Tennessee. And the first Mardi Gras, Danielle, what did I tell you? The first Mardi Gras was not in New Orleans. It was in Mississippi. Ain't that what I told you, Danielle? Oh, yeah, water moccasins. See, some of those names you got to research. Indians named them that for reasons. Like, if you study Mississippi, it is a place of many waters. But Louisiana is full of culture, too. They got their own. Louisiana was founded by the French. They still use parish. They don't use counties. We all say county. I'm from this county and that county. They from this parish. Louisiana is the only state I know that the language barriers change that much. Lord have mercy. The people in Baton Rouge talk different from the people in Louisiana. People in Louisiana, Danielle tell me, they got some down there talking Creole. Like Croy, shoot them in the eye. Croy. You got some of them, there's 64 parishes. Danielle called some lady that do her hair. Baby, I didn't know what she was saying. She was speaking broken French or something. So, every state, especially the 13 original colonies, the 13 original, you're going to find a lot of history. You'll find a lot of history in Georgia and Massachusetts because we are one of the 13 original colonies. Mobile, Alabama is the first Mardi Gras was it Alabama? Was it Alabama or Mississippi? You might be right, DeMadre. Creole French. Down in the bayou. That swamp water. Yeah, DeMadre, I think you are right. I think it was Alabama and not Mississippi that was the first. Because I was surprised when I read that the first Mardi Gras was in Alabama. That's right, Madre. Different parts of our state have different dialect. That's what I said. Y'all sound different. Yep, Alabama, DeMadre, you right. Yes, Louisiana is different than other states. Very much. Very much. But Louisiana, well, New Orleans and Savannah, now they got that little witchcraft spirit out. Now, that Garden of Good and Evil, honey, some stuff spirits be hanging over. And that there, them graveyards and all them vampire stories and all that, Louisiana, New Orleans, and down there in Savannah, Georgia, that's too much for me now. That's too much for me. They say parish because it was a Catholic state. Well, it also, I think, had some French findings behind it. Am I right, Danielle? Don't Louisiana have ties to the French? Because I think Creole and stuff like that is broken French and stuff like that. And I think if you pay any attention, like if you were over in London and Paris and stuff, they don't say counties, they say parishes. But you could be right. It's a Catholic state. I don't know. I don't remember everything. Mississippi richer than Louisiana. Not every part, Madre. Not every part. Like I told you, there are some parts of Mississippi that does very well. But there are some parts you wouldn't even believe if I showed you the documentaries from 2010. That's what I thought. Strong French background. That's what I thought, Danielle. She said they call them parishes because they have a Catholic connection. I saw a documentary in 2011 down in the Delta in Mississippi. How those people was living. How they were pulling out those FEMA trailers. How they didn't underpin them. The income base. What the people were making. Not all of it. I can't necessarily say that. You said Mississippi is richer than Louisiana. I haven't done no research to I can't really debate that. I don't know. That part I don't. But I just know there's some parts of Mississippi that they've been oppressed. Yep, North Mississippi and Jackson are doing good. That's right, Jackson, Greenville. There's a lot of them that Greenwood and there's a lot of them that's do good. But the capital is Jackson, right? The capital of Mississippi is Jackson, right? And I think that's where they made that movie to help. But I don't know. You could be right. I haven't done the research to know which one was richer than the other. To be honest, I don't know about that. I just know that there are some places that are You know, and you got to be careful because some of those small towns are high in crime. Because, you know, sometimes Mississippi, they have little towns that's got 250 people in them. Little bitty towns. And they crime is high because they ain't got nothing to do, nowhere to go, and no jobs. Trace, I really appreciate your wisdom on different subjects. You know, I'm not putting nobody down. I live in Georgia. You already know what Georgia's about. Lord have mercy. Georgia got a little swamp water too, just a little bit. You know, Florida went and took it all. Old Gatorville. A place called Woodville, Mississippi is small. I sit here and I watch documentaries all the time. And I go to YouTube. And you can put in any place you want to learn about it. I went through Natchez, Mississippi, and I got so sick because of the evil I picked up and came to find out the KKK was still active in that area. They active here. Y'all don't remember the murder in Coweta County movie? And baby, you go down there to Heard County and all that. David Duke, they still active here. Yes, that's what's really keeping people oppressed. But some of the most promising land, some of the most promising spots of land is in the poverty areas. Just like that's how it was in Atlanta. You'd be surprised how Peachtree used to be. How some of the areas that was down there near the farm bank, how they used to be. And what they do is, some of the poor areas have some of the land they're looking for to expand. But we now can't too much. You don't too much need those hate groups no more, because we hate each other too much. We help them out too much. We keeping ourselves oppressed now. We don't work together. We don't support each other. If you look on this app right now, we the ones always in an argument with each other. Southern Mississippi is mostly poor, but northern Mississippi is more progressive. I think as a whole, I'm from northern Mississippi. Okay. They still march at Stone Mountain, Georgia. They sure do, Shadonna. And now they in a debate. Boy, they mad because they're requesting that they remove those rebel soldiers from Stone Mountain. They want to smooth that rock off. They tried to come here. Every business closed down. Oh, I remember Susie, when we would stand there and watch them march up and down Main Street and gather. It's crazy to hate people for no reason. But right now, we are our own worst enemy. Can't get along for nothing. And people get mad when other people prosper. I wish that you prosper as your soul prospers. And you know, one people you don't hear too much about, but I've been doing a lot of research on them to find out that, man, they loaded. They doing so well. They got so many. The indigenous people. We indigenous people too, but we don't call ourselves that. Indians. Indians and Quakers are loaded. They are wealthy. Child, they up there with those, with the mafia. They smart. They have all kind of scholarships and educations, and you'd be surprised. You would really be surprised. I live on the golf course of Biloxi, Mississippi. Great tourist attraction still push. The governor of Mississippi and the legislation is keeping. Oh, okay. That's a Democrat state. Is Mississippi a Democrat state? Georgia ain't. We just turned blue. We Republican. I'll be in Nolens, New Orleans tomorrow conducting a training. Okay. Mother Joyce Anderson Journey lives in New Orleans. I'm not sure what part. I am a Creek Indian from Porch, Alabama. All right. So you already know I've been doing a little research on you little Indians. Now, I got some Cherokee in me. I think Tiffany got Blackfoot in her. I was looking at some of Tiffany's pictures of her grandfather and great-grandfather, and they just looked like they was ready to just chop some hair off somebody's head. But they got a lot of programs for them. They got a lot of programs. They got a lot of free stuff. They've been given a lot of opportunities. And they move quietly. I live in Spartanburg, South Carolina now, and I am from Pensacola area and Atmore, Alabama. You know, we got Indian mounds here. We got Indian mounds. The Indian mound graves. People can tour it and go see them. We got Indian mounds here. At the foothills. We sure do. What'd she say? Well, they have more things down there for people. When you're out of the state, you don't get as much. But I can't argue with you. It takes care of me. I'm just... What are you talking about? Oh, what are you talking about? Mississippi? I don't know what you're talking about, Miss Betty Good. I was born in Mount Bayou, Mississippi. Down by the bayou. I try my best to talk to you all the time. And I never quite seem to get a hold of you. And love you very much. Miss Betty Good, when you try to talk to me, I don't see your comment. You got, she got Choctaw on her mama's side and Blackfoot and Cherokee on her daddy's side. And she's got Meridian, Mississippi, Choctaw Nation. That's Tiffany Townsend family. She's got that Indian all in her. I see when her nose flare out of the nostrils. I'm talking about the Indians. They take care of me now. They watch out for the people. And I love being an Indian. I love you. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's good. Like, you know, that's good. I just say I do research. Them Choctaws don't play. They don't play. That's good. Ain't nothing wrong. It's called Choctaw. I don't know, Jamadre. I just said Choctaw. Choctaw. Choctaw Indians don't play. And like, I was doing some research. I started watching a lot of Quaker movies and documentaries. And how they own their own airplanes. How they farm and they sell to the people now. How you can buy cutting boards and how they make those electric Amish, electric heaters. And the Amish people are very wealthy. Also, it is Choctaw. Tiffany said it sounds like Choctaw. Choctaw. Okay. You a Ho-Chunk? We are from Wisconsin. Okay, Tiffany. Miss Sherry Balk is a Ho-Chunk Indian. She's from a Ho-Chunk Indian. She's from Wisconsin. But them Amish people have a lot. The best refrigerator I ever had was a Manor. And I think that's made by Amish, isn't it? I had one. I had a washer and dryer. But the Amish people are like, people think, yeah, they still have horse and buggies, but they got airplanes and a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff. They have branched out a lot. And even though they remain separate from everybody, people go and purchase their stuff. They say their butter and their stuff is so good, and they keep to themselves, but they billion-dollar industries. I'm just saying, you can't sleep on people. Sometimes it's good to keep to yourself. Sometimes a lot of people that ain't making a lot of noise is doing a lot of things. So, my stepmom, and it's 'cause she showed me how to casinos. Oh yeah, casinos on the reserves. I'm barefoot Cherokee. My mother was 4'4", and her hair was longer than her full-blooded Cherokee. Oh really, Becky Ann Powell? I heard that when you go up into the parts of the country, that when they bring your food to the table and they serve you in a big bowl, just like if you were home and you have to dip it out yourself. There's a restaurant up in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg Avenue. When you go down and you sit down and eat, they bring you white beans, onions, tomatoes, and cornbread. They just bring it and sit it on the table, and you just dip it out. I just talked to a lady today. She go and buy her herbs and things from the Amish, Miss Jacqueline Banks. Well, like I say, you can't sleep on people. And even though they are different in their own right and they're entitled to, they also are doing very well. I watched where the Amish actually give their young kids that's coming into adulthood, before they actually go through the ritual that they go through, they give them an opportunity to have a free pass to travel. They let host families take them in. They can travel wherever the host is, to England, to California. They can wear regular clothes, and they can enjoy what it's like to be around us before they make their commitment to God. You said bacon made by the Amish is good. State not over the casino. What did you say, DeMadre? I missed your first part about the casino. What did you say? Because I know some of those casinos are sitting on Indian land, isn't it? The Indians own the casinos, he said. Where do they own? In Philadelphia. Okay. Not the state, but the Indian, the reserves. The Amish soap is good. Definitely love it. I saw that, what is it, Brenda Gant, she used Amish soap. I saw her using Amish soap. She uses it a lot, and she says it's good for her skin. Ram Springs, I think it's called. Pennsylvania. What's our smallest state? What's the largest state and what's the smallest state? Y'all history buffers. The Amish that I talked to come over to New Jersey from Pennsylvania. That's why I said Pennsylvania. Where can you buy it? I think you can order that online. I seen her talk about it. But the Amish soap. What's your largest state? And what's your smallest? And do not Google it, DeMadre. That's right, Sassafras. Alaska is the largest state. Then after Alaska is Texas. I'm not sure. Would it be Alaska? Yes. That is, Alaska would be the largest. Rhode Island, the smallest. That's right. It's Rhode Island. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia. Yep, you're right. There's a lot of Amish in the reading. Yes, it is. That's why I said in Pennsylvania. Yep, Rhode Island is the smallest. Alaska is the largest. After Alaska is Texas. Texas is a big state. Hello, I'm from Philadelphia on my way tomorrow to Amish country. Okay, hold on. And they have an awesome store setting in the Reading Terminal in downtown Philadelphia. That's where you headed, Jenny? Jenny Patty, you headed there tomorrow? Jenny, what do they got? What can you send me? I ain't never owned nothing by no Amish people. I just do my research. I don't know. Yep, it's Rhode Island. Texas is the second biggest state. Yes, ma'am. Texas is very big. And a lot of people, a lot of celebrities live in Texas. You get a lot of money. You get a lot of house and land for your money. Oh, man. Yeah. What can you bring me from the Amish country? Y'all don't forget to get your 5 in as many times as you want to put it in so we can get ready for this drawing. Because I want y'all to enjoy it for Easter. It's so much I would love to send you someday. Well, I know you will. I know you will. And I do want to visit Amish country, even though I heard that they ain't too crazy over us. But I don't think they too crazy over anybody that ain't in their religion. But I say it like this. I ain't trying to be in your religion, but business is business. And if you want my money, it was, but you can't go by that, Miss Pat. We know Texas was, but Alaska is ours now. So therefore, we have to say Alaska, then Texas. The Amish can cook. And they are also amazing carpenters. That I do know about the carpentry. I didn't know about the cooking. But I figured that I didn't know if the seasoning was right. Don't forget about the reunion. Oh, yeah, the reunion is going to be June 19th and 11th here. And we're going to have a good time. And we've got a lot of things in store. I'm looking forward to spending 3 amazing days with y'all. We're going to laugh. We're going to love. We're going to cry. We're going to dance. We're going to eat. Did I say eat? Did I say eat? And did I say eat? We're going to have us a good time. We're going back down memory lane. We're going to take it all the way back. We're going back to the 1950s, the 60s, the 70s, when things were so laid back and relaxed, when people loved each other, enjoyed each other, and time was just on your side, when the days seemed very long. Well, I can tell you one thing. I don't know nobody cook any better than you. All right now, Miss Betty Good. Come on to Texas, Tracy, and visit. I've been to Texas. I've been to Dallas. I've been to Killeen, Navarro, Corsicana. I've been to Corsicana. And they small little hot towns, I tell you that. They call us the English Amish people. Where you from, Lori? Where you from? But I'm gonna make sure that y'all enjoy this giveaway. I didn't do one during Christmas this past year. I let a lot of things hinder me, but I'm not this year. I'm just gonna keep pressing and going forth. I'm forgetting the things which are behind me, and I'm gonna press. I'm gonna press. I won't be able to make it this reunion, but God says the same. I'm going to make it next year. I promise y'all, I'm 60 miles from Corsicana. I've been there, Rachel. I'm going to have to come back to Texas. What are the hotels that the people are using at the reunion? If you register, it'll give you all the hotels, Shadonna. At the top of my head, I can't name them. I know we got the Hilton Garden Inn. You got True. You got Fairfield. You got, I can't name them all. Hey, Donna Hayes Jr., I'm looking forward to see you. Make sure you get your money in by the 31st of this month. We got to order t-shirts. Yes, I'm going to keep pressing. I promise y'all, when I get through with this reunion, those that's going to come, they going to want me to do another one. You originally from Baltimore? Okay. I ate Amish food in Indiana and Wisconsin. The food was really good in both states. All right. When I get through, the people gonna be my testimonial, like with these patches. everybody that's done bought these X39 patches, I don't have to keep talking about them. Everybody see how I'm walking. That I don't have to give no testimony about these patches because everybody know they work. They trying them. So when you get through with this reunion, y'all gonna know we had a good time. It's gonna be real worth it. I promise you. These little patches right here that look like what they put you on when you get a shot at the doctor's office. Anybody that got them, I don't have to talk about them. Jean, everybody knows these things work. They'll get you up. They'll give you energy. They'll curb your appetite. And they work. They work. These little things work. Do you get them from the doctor? You actually have to go online and get these. But my doctor researched them. It come with a book. They restore your stem cell. They told me it didn't affect none of my medicine. They come with a booklet. It explains everything, how they work. You put it where you hurt. I got my people, you know, I do my Command My Day on Tracy K. Mitchell. And see, right now, I'm on my doses of prednisone. So, prednisone goes kind of like with the other steroid medicine. That's why I tell people, when you're on steroids, it's hard to really explain everything. But these are prednisone steroids. And you have to go on them. Then you count down. And you count down and you get to the 1. Then, like, I'm finna take one right now. Then you're off. But you just can't take yourself off. You have to start on these to count down. Because you do have to give your body a little break. Well, because I'm on prednisone, I shrunk. I used to be a little taller. I'm getting shorter and shorter. Because these little pills, they make you, they shrink you. You lose a little bone density. That I gotta have them. So. See, Miss Pat Cannon said, I'm so glad you found... Oh, yeah. I found some good relief. Can you hold the... Oh, yeah. What I do? Hold on. X39 Life Wave. It's Life Wave / Young Life. And you put in 177-2253. 177-2253. X is Life Wave / Young Life. I'm from Texas. I'm 40, 50s up to 90. Houston used to be the 13th largest city. Detroit was the 4th. Okay. Houston and Detroit switched. Now Detroit is the 14th largest. And Houston is the 4th. I've been to Detroit too. I've been to Detroit a couple times. Yes, those X39 patches work. I'm a witness too. Prednisone is no joke. When I was on them, they had me eating like a hover. Well, you know what? This is not the only ones. I also take steroids for my thyroid, and I have to take all this other stuff. But God been so good since I've been using these patches. I haven't had an injection in my back since October of 2022. This is my first dosage of prednisone since November, the extra dose, but I had a bad flare-up. And so I have to have these. It's the condition that's in my body. The nerve damage, it treats my body like people that got lupus or sickle cell. I have a flare-up once a month. It's very painful. My lower body won't move. I barely can get up and take a shower. I have stenosis, the narrowing of the spine, along with a bulging disc, along with foot drop, along with advanced sciatica nerve damage, and I have some neuropathy. I have fibromyalgia. I'm messed up, but I be moving. I keep on cooking. I keep on moving. I keep on doing what I got to do. I won't complain. I'm taking as... Oh, no. And they leave it a bad taste, Lisa. Like I got a bitter taste on my tongue. Those steroids leave a bitter taste on your tongue. Yeah. And see, the thing about those different ones, they work different with people. But it does work. Hey, Sandra Trees. Look, y'all. I guess I'm finna get ready to get off of here because I don't be on here this late. And I gotta go get ready for bed. And I cooked today, so we'll command our day tomorrow. But I won't cook tomorrow because I gotta take my mama, my uncles, something to eat. So tomorrow they'll have them a good old plate. What is X39? They are stem cell repairs. And I couldn't walk. And I started using these. They restore your stem cells. And they work. And they don't mess with your medicine or nothing. I took them to my doctor and they approved it. And people on my pages have been getting it. People that had migraines, headaches, muscle things, Jean back was messed up. They work. But I want you all to be blessed. And I want y'all to be encouraged. And we're going to have an amazing time with these cakes. And I know you're going to pick whatever you want. I feel like that's fair. I don't want to give you what I want you to have. I want you to pick what you want. Amen. To the winners. Everybody can't be no winner. But if you want more of them, once we do this, we'll do more. But I like to have a good time. All right? Where do you order the patches? Miss Phyllis, you go to www.lifewave, LIFEWAVE / Young Life 1772253. You put that in, and that's how you order them. Let me see if I can write it before I go. Hold on, Dean Calvin ain't on here. Cause it's late. Life Wave / Young Life 1772253. Okay, I pinned it at the bottom. I pin it at the bottom, okay? I love y'all. Yes, I do. I'm going to see y'all later. Alligator. Y'all be blessed.